I forgot to tell you in the last video that you can glue colony underneath biography. And the last word on page 125 is cotton. And when you open up the word cotton or open up that card, you will see a picture of the cotton plant. The sound spelling for cotton, let me give you the syllable first. Anytime you have a double consonant, your syllable will break between the double consonant. So cotton, cotton, cotton is the word. And it has a pretty straightforward sound spelling. Let me use a consistent pattern. Ton, cotton is a pretty close sound spelling. Both of those are short vowels. Ton. Cotton is a plant used to make thread clothing and paper. And cotton can be used for other things as well, but for the purposes of our unit, our social studies unit, we are just looking at these things: thread, clothing, and paper. Cotton was considered a cash crop. It was grown for profit, and it produced a very big profit. We could say that it was a lucrative business. Cotton was grown for money. It was sold all over the world, and it was a very good business for the southern colonies. And I'm looking up something. I want to be able to tell you about this picture if I can find what I'm looking for. And I'm not finding it, so I'm going to just let it go here. Okay, here's something that I knew I wanted to add. It is called a fiber plant. This is a word that you may see when you read about cotton, because it can be turned into thread. It can be used for lots of purposes when it comes to making clothing or fabric. It's a very comfortable fabric to wear, and it is a very comfortable fabric to use to create clothing, things that you would sell as clothing. Okay, again, this is a picture of the cotton plant. It's grown in warm climates. So in the southern colonies of the United States, or that became the United States, cotton was a big crop. It was grown very often on plantations. These were big farms that were very good for growing cotton. It was, again, grown primarily in the South. I'm trying to think of things that you might encounter with cotton. It is a noun. It's a thing. If I can show you a picture of it, it's probably a noun. I can't think of any synonyms, antonyms, or homophones for this plant. You can see cotton in a grocery store. You can buy it. This is the part that you're buying. This is the part that's harvested. So these white fluffy parts were pulled away from the rest of the plant in the harvest, and that's the part that was worth a lot of money. This was done primarily with slave labor in the colonial days in the colonies. Slave labor was used to harvest the cotton. So very often when you see plantations and you think of slave labor on those plantations, they could very well have been growing cotton. It was not an easy job to harvest cotton, but it was a very lucrative job. And let me spell that word for you. Lucrative means that it made a lot of money for the plantation owner. So when you see lucrative, think of money. And you can glue this word into place, and you will have filled up your first page of vocabulary words. You will be putting something else on this page, and I'll be showing you how to do that. I'm just using it right now to put my words or my notes on. But yours will all fit on this page, and we're going to use this for something else. So that's coming up very soon.